Hello YouTube, I'm Faninder. Today I will be teaching about data members. In our previous example, we have used data members to store values and we access them using objects. The memory space for data members are created only when we create an object. These data members are called as instance data members. There is one other type of data member known as static data member. Now in programming, situation may come where we want to store certain values in class which are common for all its objects. We know that memory space for a class definition is only created when we create an object. Unless we have memory space, we can't store values. So, how can we store values in a class accessible to all its objects without creating an object? Java supports a special keyword called static. When we use the static keyword for a data member definition, its memory space is created when the class definition is loaded into main memory. It does not require an object for allocating memory space. Well, the syntax for defining a static data member is first the keyword static, then the data type, then the variable name, and value. We need to initialize a static data member when we define it. For example, static int value equals 5, some value. So here the variable value will be created even before we create an object. That is, any method or data member defined as static, they will be created first and initialized one time throughout the program. Unlike normal instance data members and instance method, for whom the memory space and initialization process takes place every time we create an object. These static data members cannot be accessed by objects. Since they are not created by object, they can only be accessed with respect to class name in which they are defined. And we are going to access them like this. Class name dot period the name of the static data. Here the name is value. So in this way we are going to access it. Class name followed by static data member. So let us now take an example. I will write a program for using the static data members. Consider our previous example. the sum class sum. Here we have three data members which are created by object. Now I will define another data member as static data type integer, and I will place some value like mm, val equals 2. Remember, whenever we define a data member as static, it should be initialized whenever we declare it. Whenever we declare a particular variable, it should be initialized there itself when we define it as static, because when this because the memory space for this static data members is created when the class definition loads into the main memory and not with respect to the objects. So we have defined a class, we have defined a static data member here, and we have some method. So I will write some line here. For printing the value of static data member, system dot out dot println static value is so I've said that we have to access static data members with respect to class name. So the class name here is sum. Well, I will use the naming convention. We have to name the class the starting letter as capital alphabet and sum dot what the name val. So this will print the value of value of val. Now let me do one thing. I will just make this as common so that we can understand how this is going to work, and I will not initialize any data members, objects. So I will just do this. I will not initialize any data members, and I will call directly the object display method. Okay, now I will just call the display method to display the value of sum. So let me save this. I have saved it, and I will compile the program. Programming exercises in that I have it on Java programs and tutorials, and now I will run my program. Java C space use dot Java. Okay, sorry, I forgot to change the name. We have placed it as capital S, capital S, capital S, some space over here, and save it again. I will save it again and run it. Okay, we have compiled the file. Now now I will run it. Java use. So here we have the value. Static value is 2. So here I have accessed the display method with respect to the object name, right? Now I will show you something so that you can more clearly understand. I will just eliminate this object creation and I will access the static value without a object. I will write a print method here, system dot out dot print line of. Well, I will just copy and paste it in here. Copy. So I copied it and pasted it in here. No, I haven't created any object. So you might be guessing that this will not work because we haven't created any object. But remember, the static data members can be accessed, can only be accessed with respect to class. So this statement will work and it will print the value of val. So I will save it and compile and run the program. Look here. So it has printed the correct output. It has given us the correct output. Static value is 2. Now I will change it some value in here. I will put some 15. I will save it again and I will run it. So static value is 15. So it will work exactly as we have expected. So remember one thing, whenever we are saving some data member or defining a data member as static, they will be created first, irrespective of creation of object. They will be created first in the main memory, and these values or these variables can only be accessed with respect to the class. The syntax for accessing them is class name followed by static data members. I hope you understood the static data members. So that's it now. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.